Right, so I figure I should start with Midi in. Okay, so what Midi in, what it does is it's accepting Midi into the host VST, and it's a number of things. It's note on, off, how hard you press it, like velocity, sensitivity, modulation in pitch bend, and all those kind of factor in digitally. The Midi standard's been around for about 30 years, but it's still the same. And then that goes into the oscillator section. The oscillator reacts to certain inputs, right? So it's MIDI into oscillator. I'm gonna kind of explain what MIDI does. All right. So you have keyboard here. Right. We'll open that filter again. So MIDI, you have a number of options. You can think of the pitch bend as altering the MIDI is coming in and telling the oscillator, oh, what frequency you got to bend to, so it moves it up and down. The mod wheel is for particular modulations. You can set that up to an LFO or an LFO-like effect. We'll get into that later. And depending if your sound is monophonic, like a Moog synth, you can have your portamento, so that right. So when you press the key, if you set this time up, it slowly goes up to the next key. It's not instant, right? Or you can have it immediate with this mono legato mode, right? So yet this is not it is the oscillator, but it's the MIDI section telling the oscillator what to do, right? So this is basically the first stage in a synthesizer, and that's the MIDI, and what MIDI data, what it's doing, etc., etc. Okay, and that is our MIDI in a nutshell. So then we have our oscillator section, and you'll remember what the oscillator section is, right? Oops. Yeah, there we go. So the oscillator section is this. We'll focus on the one oscillator section. So you can press the same key, and this is your pitch. So you can move this up one octave. Right, so you can set up the sound to be lower than it is. You can set up the note and your fine-tune pitch. I'll play this right now. Plus or one, the range of the pitch, plus or minus one of the variable pitch. And we'll focus just on these guys. We'll focus on everything. So the volume is the volume of your sound, right? And it's generally self-explanatory. It's kind of a gain stage before the amplifier stage, right? Because all this is going into that. You have your phase. It's when the oscillator starts, at what point of the waveform it starts, right? And you really notice that with more than one oscillator, and it can give you kind of a neat sound when the sound is retriggered or synced, as you will. Detune is not on typical subtractive synths. It's on Silent 1, so I think I should kind of cover it. Detune is when you have more than one voice. A voice is an oscillator, so we have one saw wave. Now we have 0, so no sound at all, right? We have 1, we'll have 2, and the more we have without them being detuned, you're just getting volume, right? They're stacked on top of each other, right? So what I want to do is you can set up 2 and then detune them, so they're both of them have different pitches, right? But it's slight different pitches, and this is what the detune knob does. And that is 2 saws detuned. Right now it's two voice. We'll set it back to 1. Stereo. Usually an oscillator is mono, but if you have all these and they're detuned, you can set it stereo so it's directly in the middle. Right, you're collapsing them and you're getting phasing. So we'll set that back down. See if you have like one voice, detune doesn't do anything, and pan is you pan. Right, pretty fun. And that is your oscillator section. So that's basically these two first sections put together, and they're all right here and easy to see, and you're good to go. And I will be back with some more jazz.